all you beautiful people of the interwebs. I'm the Zodiac Lord, and finally I'm back again. I'm back from my trip. I mean, you could probably already tell if you subscribed. You've probably seen me upload things. But yeah, I'm back with the corruptions and the fusions and stuff, which is fun. Yay! Um, so we've come to and I think the wait has been worth it. I think this corruption turned out pretty badass looking in my opinion, and I think the fusion I've already had of it sketched out, and I think you guys are gonna like it. I like it, so hopefully you guys will. Um, but yes, I've arrived with Griffin Garnet, the thing that everyone already guessed. You ruined the fun, dang it. But yeah, I kind of, from whenever I figured out what I wanted Sapphire to be, knew that I wanted Garnet to be a sort of Griffin kind of fusion thing because my logic for the corruptions, because again, I've stated before that from what we've seen in the show, corruptions don't seem like they have a lot of rules really. At least like from what we've seen. I mean, originally we thought they didn't have any eyes, but then flippin' pufferfish monster comes up, and then kindergarten kid comes up with like 16 flippin' eyes, and like, so it seems like there's not a whole lot of rules when it comes to corruption, especially since it seems like a lot of them end up being like, bigger than the gem that they originally are or whatever. So, you know, my sort of idea when it came to like fusions and corruption, because we haven't seen a confirmed fusion, corrupted fusion per se. At least not from what we've seen. I mean, who knows? Maybe some of the gems we've seen are actually fusions and we don't know, but from what we've seen, there are none. So my logic when it came to fusions was that Jasper, I mean, spoilers, I guess, but like Jasper fused with a corrupted gem, and their fusion actually looked like a fusion. So my logic was that they didn't. I was originally thinking maybe they look like a Frankenstein kind of monster thing, but then I thought maybe they don't. Maybe actual fused corrupted gems would look like fusions of those gems and resemble the fusion that they turn into. And for this one, I actually wanted to base the design of corrupted Garnet here more off of if corrupted Sapphire and corrupted Ruby somehow fused, what would it look like? And I just stole the colors from Garnet. That was more my logic there, and you can tell I used a lot of references because there's not really a Griffin reference that is like because Griffins are mythological beasts, so it's kind of like up to interpretation. So I wanted to more just go off of bird, lion. There we go. I also what was funny is that I saw a thing. I believe it was on Sapphires that everyone was saying like, what if corrupted Ruby, corrupted Sapphire made a phoenix of some kind, a firebird, and I thought that was a really cool. Like everyone had the logic of it's a new. Phoenixes represent rebirth and new, which would make sense for fusion, and I really like that chain of thought. However, the theme of a phoenix to me didn't suit Garnet herself. The meaning, yes, but Garnet doesn't really. Phoenixes are firebirds, so to me, Garnet doesn't have any fire powers. So to me, it just felt like I kind of like some literal representation. I mean, I know like some people said my Ruby corruption, they didn't like the headband because they thought it was too obvious. Well, yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I didn't see anything wrong with it, but so I just thought I wanted something a bit more literal. And I mean, Griffin works pretty well. They're representative strength and things like that. So, I mean, I didn't think it was that bad. And I also thought just the structure of a Griffin fit Garnet very well because Griffins have the big, like, strong lion's legs, which fit, and very skinny bird legs. So to me, like looking at Garnet's anatomy, it fit pretty dang well. She's got thick thighs and flippin' and thinner arms like Sapphire's. So having bird legs from the Sapphire corruption and stronger hind legs from the Ruby corruption just kind of made sense to me. And also I do want to talk about the wings because I felt kind of clever with the wings because you can tell that the coloration of the feathers at the base of the wings are meant to be symbolic of like Garnet shoulder pads, which she got from Sapphire, because in the Sapphire Corruption I did the same thing where I had the shoulder pad, the top of the feathers be white to kind of be like her shoulder pads, so I wanted to do a similar thing with Garnet's. Kind of tie back into the fusion thing and just be a clever little design choice, I guess. But the wings, what I was going for was because Ruby had, I wanted to go with like the molten lava gauntlet thing. I was wondering how Garnet's would be interpreted. And I started thinking about, well, like, obviously she would have gauntlets on her, like, forelegs, but then I thought, wouldn't that be where her gems are? Because if they're on their hands, and to me, from what we've seen, why would a corrupted gem probably wouldn't want to put something over their gem or have something built in over their gem? That just seemed kind of weird. And also it wouldn't make sense for it to be on top of that, because why would you be hitting things with something that your life source is connected to, you know? So then I had this, like, I thought it was I had this brilliant idea of what if her wings were like hardened lava rock. And that's what I tried to represent. I don't know if I succeeded very well. I wasn't entirely sure how to go about it. But I wanted, like, and I also thought it would be absolutely terrifying because, like, just imagine this flipping Griffin corruption thing that already looks, like, large and intimidating, swinging these rock wings at you, like with a vengeance. Like, that just to me would be terrifying. And I thought it would be, a really cool thing, like, to incorporate her gauntlet, and I just thought it kind of made sense to me, you know? So that's what I went for with their wings. You guys can tell me if I succeeded or not. I also thought the colors ended up looking really badass, because I wanted to use the colors from her gauntlet itself because to represent it, and I just thought, you see why I love blending so much? It just looks, the colors end up looking so cool, you know? I like how the eyes came out, because I wanted the big Cyclops eye from Sapphire, but I also needed the eyes from Ruby, so I made them small little, like, things with the Sapphire. It'd be big and in the middle, you know? I also did kind of give her a bit of a lion's mane from Ruby. I know Griffins traditionally don't have actual lion's manes, but I thought it could throw it in there. I mean, after all, this isn't supposed to look exactly like a griffin. It's supposed to allude to one, so, you know, that's kind of what I was going for. And I had a realization while I was doing this that I wanted to talk about, because some people actually told, some comments I've gotten on the, I think 1 or 2 on the Sapphire one, and definitely some on the Pearl one, was that they thought that the corruption looked too peaceful or too elegant or too, you know, like, less scary like most corruptions are. And to that I say this to justify my design choices. Heaven Beetle, Earth Beetle, those are corrupted gems, and they are harmless beetles. So I would like to say that I don't think that there's a lot of rules when it comes to corruptions, only that they are the more feral version of gems. So that is me defending my design choices, I guess. But, I mean, these are way super just fun, me just trying to draw monsters, which is something, I mean, that's actually part of the reason I did this series, was because I don't draw a lot of monsters, and I want to get better at doing that. I want to do something I've never done before, and this is why I've actually enjoyed the series so much so far, because it's been fun coming up with trying to turn something into this. And I know some people point out that they look more like the animal versions, and yeah, maybe so, but still fun. I'm not trying to do these this is what I believe they would actually look like in canon, because, I mean, obviously if I was, I wouldn't put so many fades and ombres and all this other kind of stuff, you know? So this is just pretty much just basic me having some fun wish fulfillment-y whatever, you know? So, yeah, that's just me being justify whatever. I mean, so yeah, this is kind of what I think. And I still can't decide who I want to do next. I thought maybe about doing possibly Peridot or Rose next, possibly, or Jasper. And some people said, like, why would you do Jasper? She's already corrupted. Well, no, she was infected by another corrupted monster. So I think actual corrupted Jasper, I mean, do we really think that corrupted Jasper would look blue? I mean, if we're being real here. So I think that so that one I think is still fair game. Also, someone, dang it, I can't remember their name, and there's so many comments, I can't find it. There's a person who suggested, total credit to them, they suggested that what might be cool is that every 5 fusions, or every 5 corruptions, I do a fusion. Like a canon fusion, like Sardonyx or Sugalite or something like that. And I actually thought, and they even said like Garnet would be aligning perfect in that theme if I were to do it, because Garnet is the 5th one I've done now. So, and I honestly thought that was a really cool idea. So I might actually consider doing that. You guys can tell me what you think. Like maybe every, because I do the specials with the fusions of like every 10 fusions I do something special. So maybe something special with all my every 5 corruptions. Maybe that might be kind of fun. So, I mean, usually I don't really take requests, but I don't know. I guess we'll have an impromptu vote, just like Peridot, Rose, or something else. Like, what would you kind of want to see? I might not go with the majority. I might just. You guys have some really cool ideas. So, I mean, like, if you think, should I go with Peridot? Should I go with Rose? Should I do someone else? Should I do someone like Jasper? I mean, like, just, I want to hear what you guys suggest. So, anyway, that's it for the fabulous corrupted Griffin Garnet. I hope you guys enjoyed. Feel free to talk and discuss in the comments. Just don't flame people. That's my only rule. So yeah, that's about it. And I will see you tomorrow for a fabulous Garnet Lapis fusion. That's right, Lapis was the winner. And it's gonna look pretty fancy. So yeah, that's about all for me. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Zodiac out.